Once upon a time lived a merchant with his 6 children, 3 sons and 3 daughters. The youngest daughter was nicknamed Beauty because she was the prettiest. She was also kind, well-read, and clever, while her siblings were vain. One day, the merchant had to go to town for business. He asked his children what present he should bring them. They all asked for clothes and precious jewels, except Beauty, who asked only for a rose, as she longed to smell its perfume. The merchant went off. On his way home, he came across a beautiful, mysterious castle, which seemed deserted. The castle was surrounded by a lovely rose garden, and recalling that Beauty had desired a rose, the merchant plucked one. As soon as he had picked it, a terrible beast appeared and threatened to kill him for stealing his property. Frightened, the merchant said he had picked the flower for his daughter, and the beast offered him a gruesome deal. The merchant could live if one of his daughters would come in his stead and live with the beast. The merchant returned home with a heavy heart and told his children what had happened. The sons offered to fight the beast. The daughters cried at the thought of losing their father. Then Beauty spoke. "I would grieve to death if you were to die, father. Let me go in your stead." When Beauty arrived at the castle, she found it deserted, but well maintained. A beautiful room was ready for her, finely decorated, with shelves full of books and wardrobes full of beautiful dresses. Beauty wondered where the mysterious beast was hiding. That same evening, as she was having dinner alone, the beast suddenly appeared and asked if he could watch her eat. She nodded, terrified. He asked her if she found him ugly. She answered, "Yes, but you seem kind." Then he asked if she would marry him. She refused and fled to her room, terrified. On the following days, the beast asked her again and again to marry him. Every time she turned him down firmly. The beast left, sad but obedient. Beauty wondered who this mysterious beast really was. Days passed. Beauty and the beast started to have conversations, but he never said where he came from or who he was. She got to know him more and appreciated him, but always he pressed her for marriage and she refused. The beast left, sad and hurt. After a while, Beauty felt homesick. She asked the beast if she could visit her father. The beast agreed, but made her promise to come back after 8 days. He gave her a magical ring, which would allow her to come back in an instant when turned 3 times around her finger. Then he snapped his fingers, and Beauty found herself back at her house instantly. She was very happy to see her father again, but her siblings, seeing her beautiful clothes, were jealous. They plotted against her to prevent her from going back to the rich castle. On the 8th day, they pretended to be so miserable that Beauty decided to stay with them a bit longer, thus breaking her promise. After a few days, though, she had a dream. She saw the beast dead with grief, alone in the woods. Feeling remorse, she bid her father farewell and turned the ring 3 times on her finger. Instantly, she was back at the beast's castle. She looked for him everywhere in vain, and went into the rose garden surrounding the castle. There, she finally found him by a small river stream, dying. "I was dying of sorrow without you," he gasped. "I thought you had left me forever." "Don't die," Beauty replied softly. "I have come back to marry you." As she spoke, there was a flash of lightning, and the beast magically turned into a prince. He explained that he had been bewitched, and only by finding true love, despite his ugliness, could the curse be broken. Beauty was so happy, not just to find him a beautiful prince, but also to hear his full story and see him freed from this evil curse. They got married and lived happily ever after.